Good news, everyone! I finally managed to get around to make my Raw review. I was very busy last night, fell asleep. As you guys know, 3 hours is a lot to sit through. I have school, I have homework, I have a life outside of YouTube and PlayStation. And all that kind of boiled over last night, and I fell asleep. And I was in the middle of watching football and Raw, two things that I rarely ever fall asleep watching. And I just wasn't able to get around to make a review until now. So here we go. We're going to kick this thing off. United States Championship match to start the show. Hot open. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. And Roman wins. Good match. No. Why did I say good match? I'm a liar. This match was bad. It really was. It wasn't great. It wasn't good at all. Actually, I didn't care for it. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't care. It wasn't very good. Whatever, let's just move on. I can't corral my thoughts properly on that match. But Mick Foley comes into the backstage, or comes to the ring. Oh my god. And he starts to discuss the controversial end of the Best of 7 series. And he announces that Cesaro and Sheamus are both going to get championship opportunities, but they will be for the WWE Tag Team Championships against the winner of our next match. And Cincy. That sounded terrible. Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous 2-time champs and feel the power. New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. And the New Day pick up the W. This match was alright. It wasn't terrible. Kind of dragged though. It wasn't anything I was particularly excited about. And then we get Anna Fields versus Bayley. Bayley wins a job match, so good for Bayley. And we get some cruiserweight action. Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak and Lince Dorado. Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander win. This match was pretty damn good. These cruiserweight matches are starting to become the highlights of the night every week. And then we get another job match. Nick Cutler and Willis Williams versus Cesaro and Sheamus. And I feel like you know that Cesaro and Sheamus won. But, yeah, it was just a squash. There was a Let's Go Jobbers chant, though. Which was, okay. Yay, I don't care. It's terrible. I keep clicking things. Stop clicking. Dumbass. Charlotte comes out to celebrate her victory. Sasha Banks comes out. We get some yes chants and things. And, I have no clue what this even was. What it was Charlotte giving Sasha a title match next week on WWE Raw. Sasha slaps Charlotte in the face and then applies the bang statement on Dana. Charlotte breaks it up. Sasha kicks her out the ring and then sends Dana out the ring. Great. We find out that Seth Rollins is not medically cleared to compete because of his ribberoonies, which was terrible. Seth Rollins is backstage with a purpose. When Mick Foley stops him and asks how he's feeling, Rollins said he'll be fine soon, and there's nothing that will stop him from going on the highlight reel. KO is owed something, he says. Foley says now's not the time or the place, I don't know, and he's not medically cleared. Foley has been there before. Rollins doesn't care about Foley's rules. Rollins saw Steph get into that limo with Triple H, and he's not going to listen to Owens brag about what happened to him. Rollins cuts Foley off as he's going to speak and says all he hears are Stephanie's words coming out of his mouth. Rollins walks off, and Foley looks like he is a little bit pissed off. TJ Perkins versus Tony Nese, and this is where I fell asleep, so I cannot tell you if this was a good match or not, but I feel like it must have been, because TJ Perkins, really damn good. Tony Nese, really pretty good. And CM Punk chants broke out. Come on. I really hate my life. Why? What the hell is my phone doing? Hold on. Bleacher Report. I hate Colin Kaepernick. I I got really off topic there. But CM Punk chant breaks out. Don't like CM Punk chants. Stop with the CM Punk chants, dickheads. TJ Perkins wins. We get a Pedro Morales Hispanic Heritage Month package. Pretty good. Pretty chummy. Coming up next, Kevin Owens will be on the highlight reel with his BFF, Chris Jericho. It's official. Charlotte will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks next week on Raw. The highlight reel with special guest Kev and Owens. Jericho's in the ring with a list of Jericho. He yells, "Quiet. Quiet. Quiet." I love Chris Jericho. He's amazing. He says that this is the most anticipated highlight reel in WWE history. First, he wants to address Danny Masterson and Ashton Kutcher. How dare they insult their best friends than him and Kevin Owens? It's impossible. If they do decide to show up in Los Angeles, he'll put them on the list of Jericho. When he does, they're not going to like it. Jericho goes to make his introduction and then yells at the cameraman for shooting him in the wrong angle. Jericho puts him on the list of Jericho. Seth Rollins is also on the list because he's injured again. The good news is that the man who put him on the injured list is his guest tonight. He's his best friend and longest reigning Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. KO makes his way to the ring. Owens and Jericho embrace in that same ring before Owens poses with his championship. Owens says that the set is really impressive. Jericho says a wise man once said, quote, "People have been led to believe that mediocrity is excellence," unquote, and that wise man is him. Last night, Owens showed what a champion really should be. Owens is the epitome of a champion, and he's proud to call him his best friend. Owens says he'd be out in a suit and tie, but this is Cincinnati, Ohio. He's not wearing a suit like that for this city. The city that spawned a living, breathing, walking car wreck like Dean Ambrose. Jericho says Ambrose still owes him $17,000. Owens says he won't see it because Ambrose is a bum. Owens says he proved that he should have been the number one draft pick for Raw. Owens proved that he not only belongs in the main event, he is the main event. Owens also proved that he, not Seth Rollins, is the man. Not only did he beat Rollins and retain his title, but just like Jericho, he hurt Rollins. Don't feel bad for Rollins because what happened last night was karma. For a year and a half, Rollins called himself the man, and he was. Just look at the list of people he injured: John Cena, Sting, and Finn Balor. Rollins may have been the most dangerous man in the WWE. Last night, he took out the most dangerous man in WWE, so that makes him the most dangerous man in WWE. Seth Rollins' music hits, and he storms down to the ring like a ball of fire. Security immediately swarms him to prevent him from getting out of the ring. Foley walks up and tries to reason with Seth. "Please, Seth, don't do this. You know better than this." Owens tells Foley not to listen to the people. Owens tells him this is his time and Rollins needs to go. Rollins eventually heads to the back. Jericho says the crowd didn't like that because they want to see Rollins beat them up. Enzo and Big Cash's music hits, and they come out to a big reception. Enzo and Big Cash have custom microphones, which look pretty damn cool, if you ask me. Enzo does his usual thingy-majiggy while the crowd chants along with him. Enzo says he's got this, a, quote, "How you doing?" chant breaks out. What? Hold on. Whatever. What? What am I reading? Oh, they're going on the list, says Jericho. Owens corrects Jericho's spelling. Enzo says he likes Santa Claus. Jericho says, "Maybe I am Santa Claus. Maybe I'll come down there and sit on your lap." Jericho... Jericho knows he made an mistake. Big Cass asks what he said, and Jericho denies saying anything. Big Cass repeats what he said, but Jericho says he's going to punch him in the face. They go back and forth until Big Cass asks the crowd if Jericho really said that. A yes chant erupts. Owens says it doesn't matter because he'll punch them in the mouth. Jericho says they would, but they don't have a match with these two. Big Cass says they saw Mick Foley backstage, and they have a match against him right here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Big Cheap Pop. Commercial break-in, we find out TJ Perkins will defend his Cruiserweight title against Brian Kendrick next week on Raw. We also get to see Charlotte defending her title against Sasha Banks. Amazing. So Kevin Owens and his bae Chris Jericho versus Enzo Amore and Cullen Big Cassidy. I don't know if this match was good or not, but all I know is that Senor Jericho, Senor Benjamin, and Senor Owens all won this match. Jericho and Owens posed before stepping on Zoe. So there you go. That's Raw. I managed to find a way to get this over 10 minutes. Look at me. I'm awesome. I'm the greatest man ever. But yeah, so it sounded like the show really dragged. And I feel like that's the reason why I ended up taking a little siesta. Because the show really did drag. It got so boring. So boring. It did its lowest rating probably all of its entire life. Because it got demolished by the presidential debate and demolished by Monday Night Football, who together drew in something like 44 billion viewers. So that really takes a lot of the viewer base out of Raw. And when you're taking 44 billion viewers away from a show that only does 2 million, then that's tough. That's tough. I know that I'm joking, but that's tough. Somebody's going to take that the wrong way. And that's going to do it for me, your boy Hobo, guys. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, drop a comment, leave a like, do all that cool schnocky. And I hope that you all enjoyed. I said that already, but whatever. Please make sure to be cool. Share the channel around. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. That's going to do it for me, your boy Hobo. And I'll catch you guys later.